Well, this week in Tesla, we were able to score a interview with Teslatino, Raphael of Teslatino fame. And you may ask, well, what's special about Raphael? Well, what his special power is that he is one of the limited number of people that have full self-driving beta. So he's got it on his car, and he's been driving with it now for just about 2 weeks. And he was able to fill in with us how this works, how he was contacted by Tesla, what his NDA is, what he's able to say and not say. And it was a very interesting interview that you can pick up on the Tesla Life if you have interest. But what was very interesting to hear was that there are a couple of different NDAs that Tesla has offered for the full self-drive. So people as Raphael, who have a YouTube channel, Tesla's happy to sign an NDA with them and allow them to share their experience in the car, record it, and display it publicly. Raphael believes there are others out there that are more along the engineering side of things that are not allowed to share anything at all. So it was interesting to learn that there can be some different NDAs out there that Tesla offers. And of course, it makes sense that they're looking for publicity. They want people to share what's going on and show the cars driving themselves and making turns and stopping at lights and keeping the proper distance. And all of that is wonderful publicity for them as full self-driving enters this beta phase that has begun. So a very interesting interview that you can pick up on the Tesla Life from today. Also,
Wow.
through the week, just a couple of other things that have happened. Tesla's testing out a time of day charging rate at certain Southern California superchargers. So they're looking at incentivizing people to come by a supercharger at a certain point in the day with lower rates to possibly avoid congestion. We've seen the stories of holidays like the upcoming Thanksgiving or Christmas, where Tesla chargers are overrun. Now, they've added certainly more Tesla chargers to the network, and that should certainly help as well. But this is another tool in their box that they're testing to see if it will change people's how they react, how they charge when they charge, and it certainly could help. But it's something that this time of day charging rates, they're trying out at certain stations.
How close is that to surge pricing? I mean,
it's similar. You could definitely point it in that direction. I believe that what they do is they indicate that on screen that there's a discount if you're charging at this particular time.
Yep.
So
I likened it to the express lanes here in the DC Metro, where you pay extra to get out of traffic.
Right. So that's kind of interesting news to watch. We'll see if it's successful, and again, is it only for places that are overrun with use? Would we ever see this come to Omaha, Nebraska? Because there really is no there's no volume problem in Omaha. In fact, there's no volume at all. I'd say from Arizona to the East Coast, there's no volume problems at all. So
the Boulder supercharger gets congested at times.
Okay. All right.
That's because Paul sits there with his Gen 1 Prius. Where do I plug this in? Anyone want to help me out? Parks it sideways.
That could be the problem. Yes, that could be the problem.
So, I mean, until we deploy it, we don't really know what the strategy is, or until we get some confirmation. I'm guessing Casey Green may have some insight on that, just because he's sort of the supercharger maven here. But, okay, so the other side of it is a supercharger that isn't used very much, isn't making very much money, isn't paying back its investment. So maybe they jack the prices up there because it's the only supercharger for 60 miles and it's not making any money. And
Well, if they jack the prices, less people are going to charge.
Right. Although
If
if
it's in
they
the middle
opened
of
up,
nowhere,
not if there's no other choice.
but if they go further and they open up the network, well, they've already opened it, but somebody actually bites and participates in the network with them, then yes, that would be brilliant
But
opportunity.
I think demand-based pricing can benefit everybody. Like in the Bay Area, 10 years ago, they went to off-peak pricing on the Bay Bridge. So if you didn't have to commute during rush hour and you went into the city after 9:30 or 10 in the morning, it was $2 cheaper. Well, there was enough people willing to wait till 10 o'clock to go into the city that didn't have to be there at 8. And that helped the earlier people be less congested. So it was like a win-win
Yeah.
if you do it right.
So so that's kind of interesting. A new test phase they're going through. We'll have to see if this spreads out further, or if this is just basically for certain Southern California chargers. We're not
And
really sure.
What would impact it is if the utility has off-peak rates for Tesla that they're buying the energy from.
Yeah, and then that's certainly the case in California in a number of places.
They do have batteries. They can. They do it at some sites. Not many, but they do it at some
Not
sites.
many. Yeah, they can have to get more of those, but they're too busy selling the batteries, I think. But one other story that happened this week is the Tesla Gigafactory that's now under construction in Texas, outside of Austin. There was a think tank in Austin that was talking about job creation. They estimated originally that they believed that the factory was going to bring about 9,000 jobs to the surrounding region. And after examining Tesla's plans and the ramp up of the size of the factory, they believe that's going to quickly turn into 15,000 jobs regionally. So great if you're in Austin. You've got some more jobs coming your way, and hopefully more as Tesla's successful with that pickup truck that they've got planned for that site. So another plus coming down the road.
There you go. Well, thank you, Mark. I'm sorry, I didn't mean, and usually This Week in Tesla isn't interactive, but I thought, well, we had a little more time, and I was very curious to watch that interview and hear about the NDAs and stuff. Having been one who publicly speculated about the Tesla NDAs when they said they were rolling out FSD, I find myself not surprised.